Hello, it's Thursday, the 5th of November. As I film this, it is the first day of the new lockdown that we're in as a country. But we still want to do an update video. I know yesterday we gave you, Liz and I gave you an update on just the generalities of what lockdown means for us at Riverside. I just want to give you a short update then, it won't go on too long, just about what's coming up over the next couple of days. On Sunday, we will have our live Sunday service. That's happening at 10 to 11. And that's going to be the third week in our Holding On and Letting Go series. So I really want to encourage you to be there as we're looking at what sort of things should we be holding on to and what sort of things should we be letting go of if we're going to be stepping into what God has for us. Sunday as well is also Remembrance Sunday. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to start the countdown a little earlier on Sunday, just a couple of minutes earlier, because at 11 o'clock we plan to schedule a 2-minute silence as part of our service online. So we will be starting a little earlier, but we will be having a 2-minute silence online as part of our service on Sunday morning. So we will start a little earlier to make sure that we can tell people what we're doing going into that. But at 11 o'clock there will be 2 minutes of silence that we'll be observing even in our online service. And then next week, normal service resumes as it would be. There will be a Monday mystery meeting. There will be some Bible stuff on the book of James that comes out on Tuesday. Did anyone spot the mistake this week? Usually you make a mistake with the Bible and or Bible notes, somebody emails you straight away. But yeah, I did write we're going to finish James 4 last week, and we didn't. We only did verses 11 and 12. There's still verses 13 onwards to do. So next week we're going to finish James chapter 4. So that's on Tuesday. Wednesday, the front doors of church will be open again for food bank and Operation Christmas Child drop-off. Again, we're not encouraging people to make special trips out. We don't want to be encouraging people out in lockdown. If you want to make that stop as part of your daily walk or as part of your weekly shop or daily shop, then please, that would be great. And that is when those doors will be open to drop off for Food Bank and Operation Christmas Child. On Wednesday evening, we'll have our prayer service as well. But there's also something new happening next week. The Evangelical Alliance, of which we're a part of, and Elim as a movement have called a National Day of Prayer next Friday. Next Friday, a National Day of Prayer. And we haven't got any other details on that other than there will be some online content that we will be sharing with you, and when we know more, we'll share that with you. But it's Elim and the Evangelical Alliance are asking us to put aside time on that Friday, so next week, to be able to pray and fast as we dig into God together at this time, and more information will follow. And then just to finish, I mentioned this Bible verse at the prayer gathering last night, but Luke 24 verse 1. On the first day of the week, very early in the morning, the women took the spices they had prepared and went to the tomb. That looks like a very plain and ordinary verse, but Jesus had died. As part of their burial ritual, these women were preparing spices to put around the body as part of that burial ritual. But as they were preparing those spices, it turned to the Sabbath, and part of their Sabbath is they have to do no work. So they put down the spices they prepared, and they didn't get a chance to go and prepare the body at the tomb as they would have as part of their custom. And then the Sabbath passed, and on the first day of the week, very early in the morning, the women took the spices they had prepared and went to the tomb. Very early in the morning. Straight as soon as they could, these women, they got up early for Jesus. They made time to honour Jesus. They didn't squeeze honouring him into their day, but they got up early in the morning when they could to go and honour Jesus. That is something that was so important to them. Is Christ that important to us, that we would get up early for him, that we would make time for him, that we would seek him? That's what these women did, and they had an encounter, an unexpected encounter with the risen Christ. Jesus wants to encounter us, and sometimes in the most unexpected of ways. But the first step often comes with us making time for him. Let's do that. I want to encounter Jesus more. I want to see Jesus more in my life. But if I'm going to do that, I need to do what these women did and make time for him. And I will encounter him and see him more. And I know that's true for all of us as well. He wants to encounter you. Just make a space. So in the meantime, stay safe, wash your hands, follow the government guidelines, look after yourselves, reach out to each other. I know we can't gather as we'd like in this season, but you can still be reaching out and caring for one another. It is in seasons like this that the love of Christ is needed more than ever. So let's be that love of Christ for each other. And we'll see you soon.